And that is going to be a quick pickup. Ladies and gentlemen, the Effys mating call.
Hey everyone, I'm joined with Effys here for VENN Esports. They came off of a tough loss in the winners bracket against Nuturn. All 3 maps, multiple overtimes. Effys, how you feeling, man?
Pretty down, honestly. It's been a long day, and these matches are usually. I know it was a good show probably, but sometimes you wish you would just have lost straight away instead of like going the long distance like it was and just not coming out on top. Especially the last map I had was pretty disappointing, but it is what it is.
Yeah, like, so, you know, the first map, dominant win, you guys get your first map. Second one, you had a dominant first half. Y'all feeling loose after the first half of the first half. And then they slowly closed the gap there, and you guys went the distance in overtime and then had to do it again. Talk to me about what that transition was like from map 1 to map 2 to map 3 in terms of team feeling, team comms.
I think we were feeling, obviously after first map, we were feeling pretty good. We felt like we outplayed them like in every aspect. Basically, they weren't playing the same game as we were. Second map started the same way. We kind of let it slip a little bit, started getting picked more, making some more individual mistakes on map 2. We just stopped playing our games and let the comms go a little bit. We weren't assertive. We weren't trying to do, which is what we usually try and do the best with our mid rounds. Just like I said, we just stopped playing our game, and that usually doesn't happen. They didn't fall under the pressure. Some teams do usually, but these guys didn't. They just kept fighting, and they put us back against the wall, and we didn't nail it, honestly. That's all it is.
Let's head back to at least a good feeling individually for you. That map number 2 there, you were top fragging on the lobby. You could do no wrong, even though some of the rounds weren't going your way. What's that like when you're in the zone like that? But you know, hey, these rounds aren't coming in, but my gun's super hot.
I mean, it's obviously nice to be able to shoot them back a little bit. But like, if the rounds don't go your way, you're not super proud of them. Like sometimes stats are a bit lying. Like even though if I had like a great map, like frag wise, I think I was still part of the problem on like why it didn't go our way. I was maybe too tunneled like on my frags and not enough on what I usually do for the team, which is like help mid round and stuff, which I didn't do very well that map. So I think stats are a bit lying there. Sometimes it shows like you're actually popping off, but you're not doing the little things that you usually do.
You made the agent switch over onto split and had a difficult time. What was Nuturn doing that just made it really tough for you?
They played really slow. They played slow and they started faking, and they played like a pop heavy style, which is something we haven't seen in NA for a while. We kind of funneled the bag a little bit, some individual mistakes, and I couldn't really hit shots honestly on this map. I felt a bit out of focus. I got caught in a killjoy ult, which should never happen. There is some just less focused last map. Honestly, I was just not playing my game.
So obviously you just came off of this. What's next? How does the team regroup, knowing that you already won in the winners bracket against a team that you were less favored against by most experts' ideas? How do you bounce back from this one?
I think we just not overthink it. I mean, we're playing with a sub, so like obviously we're gonna have some issues in the long overtime games. We're gonna like miss some depth, I guess. Like we're not like our playbook is just not deep enough yet with our stand-in. So like I think the best thing we can do is not overthink it. Like just we know we beat ourselves there. I don't think they did anything they hit our shots. They were playing well. They didn't feel the pressure, but I still feel like we definitely are the better team. Like I said, I feel like we beat ourselves there. So just not overthinking it, just resetting and just coming back tomorrow and not beat ourselves this time.
Effys, you've had a career in Counter-Strike beforehand, almost half a decade of spending time there and then rotating on over to Valorant. What's it like finding this level of success so early on in your Valorant career, but I would say a little later on in your tactical shooter career?
Obviously, it feels great. I kind of, like when I switched to Valorant, I kind of went all in, which is something I never really did in CS. And CS was more like a hobby for me. Like, hobby never really went in. So when Valorant came out, I just decided to go all in. I kind of knew that I had it in me to be like able to perform at a high level in FPS. So honestly, it's feeling awesome. Our progression is like, even no matter what happens this tournament, we're like extremely proud of how far we've come, because we've only been a team for 4 months. We're playing with stand-ins over stand-ins. We're having some we always have issues, but today didn't want to go our way. But I feel like there's so many games that just go our way that we can't be too sad about it, and we just can't be proud of where we are right now.
Yeah, well, I kind of wanted to dive into that a little bit. So many people talk about, hey, it's about team cohesion, it's communication, it's trusting your teammates, and you guys have had a revolving door of roster. Now that you have like a core group with a substitute, what's that kind of synergy been like, knowing that, hey, we have our starting five, but now we got to insert another guy, and it seems to be working well as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the core is important. Like you said, we still have our basics there for fundamentals. I don't think we can literally just blame this loss on the sub. I think Jamal played well. He had some great rounds. Definitely helped us on the map, the last map as well. I think maybe with our fifth, this goes different, but like I said, the core of the team feels right. Obviously, it's just unfortunate that we can't play with our fifth, but I don't think having a stand-in was I think the core of the team like beat itself there more than anything. So it is what it is.
Gotcha. Hey, like to close things out here, you obviously earned a ton of fans with your dominant victory over Team Liquid. You get another run at it since you were in the upper bracket, now down to the bottom bracket. What do you have to say to all your supporters out there cheering on NA's number 2 and probably their number 1 team?
Well, obviously, thank you guys for supporting us. Sorry that we let you down today. Sorry I let you down on the last mile of the run. Obviously, your support is greatly appreciated, and we'll just try and make you proud in the lower bracket. Honestly, that's all there is. Thank you.
No worries, Effy. Thank you so much for joining me, brother.
All good. Thank you very much.